This is Amy from SeaWorld San Antonio at Shamu Stadium. We are glad that you guys are joining us today because today we are celebrating the birth of Sakari. She is an 8-year-old female killer whale here at SeaWorld San Antonio, one of 5 members of our pod. And so we're going to celebrate her birthday today. But first, before we meet Sakari and the other whales, we want to show you her birthday enrichment. So come on over here. Now, this enrichment is very special and designed specifically for Sakari. I just want to point out a couple of things for you. We have this base down here, which is just a hard plastic pill. And then we have some planters here. And you can see all the little gelatin pieces that are around the cake are just Knox gelatin that we use different molds and some food coloring to make it pretty. The whales like to play with that. And then we have these that are called the donuts, and they have these toe straps attached to them. And then you'll notice all around this birthday enrichment are ice blocks. So the straps have been frozen into the ice blocks. I think the whales are going to have a whole lot of fun with this birthday enrichment. So while they are putting this into the pool, we're going to go meet the whales. Follow me. So like I said, here at Shamu Stadium in San Antonio, we have 5 killer whales. We have 3 females, 2 males, and actually in the last month, we have celebrated 2 other birthdays. Kayuket, his birthday was on Christmas Eve, and he turned 26 years old. And then we have Kamea, who turned 4 years old back in December as well. And so we are really excited. This is one of our favorite parts of our day, is building this enrichment for the whales. And while we enrich them every day, birthdays are just a little bit more special. So follow me over here.
Hey guys, if you're just tuning in, we're live here at SeaWorld San Antonio with Amy.
Hi guys. All right, these are our 5 killer whales right here. Starting on the far end, that is Kamea. Kamea, like I said, just turned 4 years old in December. Next to her is her mom, Sakari. Sakari is 26 years old. Next to her is Kayuket. Kayuket's birthday was on Christmas Eve. He is 26 years old as well. And then it looks like the birthday girl is hiding over here by the glass. That's Sakari. Sakari is turning 8 today. You know, I actually had the privilege of being here when Sakari was born, and I'm pretty sure that I've spent every birthday here with Sakari. So that's kind of exciting. And then on the end here, you'll see 2R's at the glass hanging out right there. 2R is another one of our male killer whales. So this is our pod for a family of 5 killer whales. And in just a second, we're going to put that birthday enrichment in for them to play with. And I hope that's going to be a whole lot of fun. You know, what's really cool about our jobs is that each whale is different. Each whale enjoys different things, and it's part of our job as trainers and caretakers of these whales to really find out what exactly they like. So for example, Kamea's birthday enrichment was very different from Kayuket's. Kamea likes to have visual enrichment. So we had the guys that, maybe some of y'all saw our Facebook Live for that, some of the guys from, they're all checking out the birthday enrichment going in. Hey, they're coming! I was going to deploy it. They were really excited about that enrichment. So like I said, for Kamea's birthday, we did kind of a visual birthday party for her. She obviously had her birthday enrichment, but we had our ice truck come and do a birthday party for her. Y'all probably saw some of that. There's Kamea right there hanging out. And then for Kayuket's birthday, he really enjoys lots of ice, obviously fish. He is our largest whale at SeaWorld San Antonio. And then he also enjoys Jello, blue Jello. And so we gave him some blue Jello, ice and fish, and a big old planter. So, all right, so it looks like they're all checking it out. Like I said, birthday enrichment is a little different than everyday enrichment. So I think they're all just kind of like, what is that? So they're checking it out, giving it a good look. And as you can see, they're all watching us, watching them. And it looks like 2R. 2R is about to make the first pass by him. And there's Sakari too. Oh, that's a lot of fun. Hey, Emily. Hi. Why don't you come over here and tell us a little bit about Sakari and your relationship?
Well, my favorite thing about Sakari, one of the many favorite things about Sakari, is her personality. She has a fun, sassy, outgoing, loving personality. She's usually one of the first whales that will come over in the morning and be bright-eyed and chipper and ready to go for the day.
So So you were saying you love her personality. That kind of goes back to us talking about how we design enrichment for the whales just based on each of the whales' personalities. We do a lot of watching the whales while they're interacting with their enrichments or their toys, and really that's how we get a lot of ideas on how to build toys. I've built a lot of toys in this area, and really Sakari has been my inspiration and motivation for a lot of the toys that we have here, because by far out of the 5 killer whales, she knows how to play with toys. So, Caitlin,
Hi!
you tell me a story about Sakari.
One of my favorite things about Sakari is the fact that she does play with enrichment devices, the toys of all different sizes and shapes. In fact, she plays with them so much, she oftentimes is wearing them or carrying around the pool with the toy either on her pectoral flipper. The planters that you see in the pool right now, especially that tan one right there, is actually one that we see Sakari carrying most often. Normally, if she has it with her, it's on her head, and she wears it as a hat. She tends to make a lot of funny and different sounds that echo back to her while she's wearing that hat. It's really cute. We also have hoops that she plays with, and these hoops she'll usually have on her pectoral flipper, and if she doesn't have it on her pectoral flipper, she wears it around on her dorsal fin, and if it's in the pool, she'll have it on her all day long, and I absolutely love it.
Mary, what do you have for us? I think you had a story about Kamea, who is her sister, and Sakari hanging out.
I do have a story, Amy. You know, Kamea is Sakari's younger sister. She's 4, and Sakari's just turning 8 today. And one of the things that I love the most about watching the two of them interact together is what a good big sister Sakari is. A lot of times, because she's so creative and knows how to play with toys in different ways, she'll actually teach Kamea how to play some of those games that she's invented for herself and how to play with toys in the fun, creative ways that she does. And it's really fun to watch the two of them on their own time play together with each other. A lot of times, Sakari will show Kamea how to pass different toys back and forth. Sometimes it's EEDs, sometimes it's other items like kelp or jello. And it's just really fun to see them play together and to watch Sakari grow into an amazing big sister to Kamea.
And actually right now, Mary's kind of an example of what you were talking about. We have the 3 girls down there at the bottom of the pool, and as you saw when we were constructing that jello cake, was those jello balls that we had on the top. And right now they're pushing those balls around the bottom. Kamea and Sakari were kind of passing them back and forth. You can see Kamea's got one in her mouth right now. And so that's really fun and a good example of what you were talking about. This is Caillou getting 2R, just checking us out. You see Kamea right there. What you got? And sometimes they'll take those jello balls and, like I said, with those planters that Caitlin was talking about, how they will wear those planters on their heads. Actually, sometimes they'll take either ice blocks or jello pieces and they will try to get those pieces into the planters, almost like a little game of basketball, and they're really good at it.
So Kamea's over here, she's still got that jello ball, and what's really funny is her birthday was just over a month ago, and on the top of her birthday cake was also one of those jello balls. And the first thing that Kamea went to was that jello ball, and we did not see her again for 20 minutes. That was by far her favorite part of her birthday cake, and she was playing with that ball, rolling it around the bottom, carrying it back and forth. For some reason, Kamea seems to really, really enjoy playing with that.
Here, Maria, come over here. Looks like a 2R is partaking in some of the birthday enrichment back there. You can see that was that tire that had the toe straps on it. Those ice blocks are on the ends of the toe strap. Inside those ice blocks, we have pieces of dried seaweed and other pieces of jello. So what's really fun is that they will spend time trying to get those ice blocks to melt out a little bit faster. They'll drag them through the water, and then over time those ice blocks will melt so that all the treasures and treats that are in the ice blocks will come out. And then, like I said, like Caitlin said, they'll play with them for hours on end. So that's Kamea over there right now, and you can see those ice blocks on the end. Well, guys, thank you so much for joining us today for Sakari's 8th birthday. I hope y'all had a good time watching them enjoy Sakari's birthday enrichment. We hope to see you guys coming up this spring, and have a great day.